Hey you guys, we are back in Nini's kitchen today. Hope everybody's doing okay and having a pretty good week. I know there's been a lot going on this week, but you know, we're still having Sunday dinner, so here we are. Sterling's here with me today. We have a not too difficult menu today. We're going to be doing some grilled lamb chops, and we're also doing a brownie cheesecake. We are doing some twice baked potatoes, and we're having asparagus too, but I'll do those another time. So the first thing today is I've got to get our lamb chops that I already have here. I had them in the container overnight. The only thing that I put on the lamb chops, Sterling, get this please. The only thing that I put on the lamb chops was a little bit of salt and pepper and just a tiny bit of adobo seasoning, and just sat overnight. Lamb chop, it's not a meat that you want to overpower with seasonings. And we're going to do a butter and herb spread that you serve with it once it's done. But I'm going to go and get these started on the grill. And then Sterling is going to start our cheesecake. He's going to do the brownie portion of our cheesecake, and I'll be back to do the cheesecake portion of our cheesecake. So, I'm going to hand you guys over to Sterling, and he's going to go ahead and get your cheesecake, his brownie, start mixing. And I'm going to run outside and get started. Hey, Miss Robbie. I'm going to take these. Alright, first to the brownie mix. Most of you guys should know how to make brownies, but should know how to make brownies. You're going to put the brownie mix in here. And then you're going to do a half a cup of vegetable oil. Put too much in there at once. Half a cup. And then stir it up a little bit. Then you're going to put 3 tablespoons of water. And then I'm going to add 2 eggs. And you're going to stir it all together. Some technical difficulties, and you want like a thick kind of consistency to it, not a chunky, but like a smooth but thick consistency. It's my dog in the background barking. Little low cocoa maple. If anybody's wondering, Maddie's outside in the pool. Alright, are you good? Okay. I made small talk. I'm back. You made small talk. I hope it was the right kind of small talk. You didn't have this mix well. I told them it needs a smooth but thick consistency. No, there's powder in the bottom. There's brownie mix in the bottom. You have to dig the bottom when you're mixing. Get one little, just a tiny bit, little more water. Yeah. See, if you had done that in a cup, then we wouldn't have to worry. But you don't need to use this one. Alright, so I'm just getting his brownie completely blended here. See how a little bit of mix still in the bottom. We don't want chalky brownie. Like a tiramisu? No, tiramisu does not have brownie. Alright, yeah, but it's like we're going to set this over here. And the next step in this process, another mixing bowl. Sterling, get me the other blue mixing bowl. Sterling, up please. Other blue mixing bowls right here. I need the second one. Alright, so the next step in this process is we're going to make our actual cheesecake. So we have our cream cheese. It's been sitting out, so it's mostly softened. We have 2 eggs. That also goes in here. Sugar and vanilla extract goes into your cheesecake mix, your cheesecake batter. So we're going to dump that in there. It's 2 containers. I had to send Eric back for a second one, and he got me a container instead of a block, but same difference. I need I'll use this spoon to dig this out because it's still a little bit stiff. All right, so we've got our cream cheese in here. What do you want me to do? You can come in. Who's yelling? About what? Go find out. Because it sounded like your name. Even I saw my name. Sterling. Sterling, come on. Come on. All right. I was just getting our cheesecake a little bit, kind of getting it soft because it was still really cold. All right. So I have eggs and sugar and vanilla. There's a 1/2 cup of sugar that we've got here. This is going to be a little bit hard to stir simply because the cream cheese wasn't completely softened, but we shall work it out because we know it has to be blended. I didn't feel like pulling out the mixer today, but it'll be fine. Yep, there it goes. Already softening for me. What do you want me to do? Go and look at the lamb chops because they don't take that long.
Yes. What do you want to take them out on?
No, I didn't tell you to take them off. I said just look. See if they need to be flipped. Don't mess with them. Have Sterling out there just meddling with my lamb chops, and we will surely have a problem. Are you guys talking to me and I'm not paying attention? All right. Mixing cheesecake. This is just cream cheese and sugar that I have in here. I'm having to put some muscle into it because I didn't want to pull out the mixer. But next thing that we're going to stick in here, we have 2 eggs.
Can I flip them over?
I'm just going to beat that a little bit before I put it in.
I didn't beat the brownies.
You just suck it in there. Always beat it before you put it in.
But it came out well. Pretty thick.
Put that over there, please. You're going to put that in the pan in a second.
Where's the pan?
It's right there, but don't worry about it. All right. We're mixing our eggs in to our cheesecake and sugar. That's definitely getting it a little softer. But you still have to be careful because you don't want it to clump.
Now you have a question.
The what?
Someone says, is the block of cream cheese harder than what came in the plastic bowl?
No, it's the same type cream cheese.
It's Robbie.
It's the same cream cheese. It's just normally the one in the little bowl is used for other stuff. It's really just a preference thing with me. It's the same cream cheese. But you're supposed to let it sit out, just like when you're baking with butter. You need to let it sit out so it softens. And I didn't leave it out long enough. Can you rinse those?
This is on first time watching. He said this is first time.
Okay. So we're just getting this cream cheese, eggs and sugar blended. This is helping a whole lot better.
Now, can I take them off and bring them in
Yeah,
here?
Aisha, you see my muscles? Sarah, I have to make sure they're done. Here, I'm going to let you keep stirring this while I go check them. And I'll let you go get it. So I'm going to put in the vanilla and I'm going to let Sterling keep blending this while I go check on the lamb chops on the grill. Because I don't want them to overcook. No, I don't have time for text messages. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Sterling, give me a measuring thing.
Teaspoon? Where's your teaspoon? You got it.
Take that off. 1 teaspoon. TSP. That's what I need. Putting the vanilla in. Oh my goodness, I'm out of vanilla. Somebody put that on my grocery list. Alexa, add vanilla to the grocery list.
You have more in the cabinet.
It's not real vanilla.
Oh yeah, imitation.
There's a difference. All right, blend that, and then I'm gonna go and check on our lamb chops. Here, let me get this pan. That hard. I've already softened it.
Oh, when you got there, can you check that? I want to get them back.
Nope, not ready. All right, so next step in our cheesecake is Uncle Al, leave that baby alone. We're gonna put. Come on, Sterling. Listen, you're not here to sit. What are you doing? Put that down and come on. Put your brownie mix in the bottom of your pan. So before he does that, let me just show you guys. We're using the spring foam pan to make sure that you know, we're doing this correctly. So he's gonna put his brownie in there without making a mess. Go ahead.
It's pretty thick.
Sterling, scrape it out of the bowl and get it over with.
Pretty heavy.
Don't dig in it, just put it in there. I'll smooth it.
I like it. It's smooth already.
Okay, back up. Because what are you doing? Come on, let me see.
Alright, I'll take it up here.
And wash that because I need it.
Wash, no, not the bowl.
That's your spatula. Come on. Alright, so he's got the brownie portion in there. He mostly didn't make a mess. And I did lightly spray this pan just to make sure that we're good. So we are going to turn our oven on 350. It's not going to take long to reheat because I was just using it a minute ago to cook the potatoes. Hand towel, please. Since you want to bring it to me wet.
I thought you were, probably want me to hurry and get it for you.
All right. So we're gonna add our cheesecake batter. Knock that out because we don't want to lose any cheesecake. Cheesecake batter going on top. Like I said, this is a brownie bottom cheesecake. You have to lightly spread it on top. Cheesecake is thick, so you know that means it's not going to want to move, but that's what the spatula is for. Make sure we spread it evenly as possible over the top of our brownie. I saw one person telling me what they were having for dinner today. Is anybody else cooking? Already cooked? What's for dinner? Oh my God, did y'all see that? My bowl is slippery. It's okay. So we got a little marble going on now because since I dropped the bowl in there. No worries. What are we doing? Are we ordering out? What are we eating today? We tend to order out sometimes during the week because we don't have as many people, and some days I just don't want to cook. Like, I don't want to cook little boring meals. This is the type of cooking that I enjoy. Everyday cooking is not what I really enjoy, so sometimes I'll inform them that the kitchen is closed and we have to order out. They're not always happy about that, but it happens. So we'll make sure we get all of our cheesecake out of there. can't believe I dropped that bowl like that. All right.
What do you need me for?
To not be eating chocolate. So do y'all see my assistant back there eating brownie mix instead of helping?
No, they can't see me. That's the point.
Here.
Get
that clean.
So they couldn't be able to see me. So you just added my help there.
He was back there eating brownie mix, you guys. Said he sat in the corner to make sure y'all didn't see him. All right. So that is good. As soon as our oven beeps, it's at 270. It should be there soon. Then we'll put this in the oven. But
Need this?
here we go. Yeah, just put it in the bin. Cheesecake, brownie on bottom.
Yes. What else we got?
So, since our lamb chops are still doing their little thing on the grill, we're going to leave that on there for now. The next thing that I'm making, oh yeah, you grilled out yesterday. So let me tell y'all. Apparently something's showing up, some package. I didn't even order anything, so now Eric's accusing me of getting packages. Y'all pray for me because I don't even know what it is. I don't even know. But anyway, so we're going to do our potatoes. Honestly, you guys, I don't know what that package is. All right. So we got potatoes. They've already been baked. So these are twice baked potatoes. So what we have to do is we've got to center them out. We do our mix, and then Aisha, don't laugh at me. We do our mix and then we put it back in. So first thing we're gonna start is getting these prepared. Get my little utensils from over here that Sterling did not put back like I asked him to. We're gonna just use this. And our other bowl back here. We're just gonna slide our cheesecake to the side because we gotta wait for the oven to beep. So, potatoes are already done. And we're just gonna scoop them out. Oh, I did know what it was. Sorry, you guys. But thanks for the prayers anyway. It wasn't supposed to come till yesterday when he's at work.
It was Jamie.
Who?
Jamie. She's the delivery person. One from...
Oh, it came FedEx?
Uh-huh.
Oh, and it was a FedEx person that I knew. But I can't go outside, so.
And I said hi to her.
Alright, so we're just digging out our potatoes right now. Sterling, get me the big pan so we can put the potatoes on there. Get the big pan right here. I think I'm going to need a smaller spoon. Alright, so once we scoop them out, you know, they're empty. We're going to put them on this pan because we're going to refill them. Give me a smaller spoon. This one's too big. So, that's it. Get rid of it now.
The whole bowl?
Our oven is just preheated. So we're going to put our cheesecake in here in just a second also. Go check the lamb chops since you're not doing anything else but standing here eating.
I asked you if you needed my help. You didn't answer.
Popping our little potatoes out. Have plenty of them. Because I know one wasn't going to be enough for anybody in this family.
In my book, they look done.
The middle's not done, then it's not.
Huh?
You have to make sure there's no pink in the middle. that one done. This is a tedious little process. Well, you can come and do this and let me check it.
This is potatoes hot.
They're not hot.
What are you doing with the inside potatoes? Up making like mashed potatoes?
Yes. Stuffing them back. Uh-oh. So I'll rip that one, but it'll be okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is for it to taste good. Please don't tear it up. All right. So Sterling's going to scoop potatoes. I'm going to go run back to the grill really quick, and I'll be right back. Are you getting it good?
You can take it up from here. Because it took me, it was more than one thing. It had took me multiple times to get the potato out of here. I didn't want to rip it.
Here, put the
Put the water. So you didn't tell me what you needed me for.
I'm gonna stick this cheesecake in a second as soon as I move. All right,
Top to bottom.
bottom. You can stick cheesecake in while I finish taking these the potato filling out. What? What's the problem?
That was hot. And I can't open it over there with you in the way.
Come on. Clearly, I need a bigger kitchen because we're getting a little cramped. Middle, make sure it's in the middle. All right, so cheesecake went into the oven and it bakes for 30 minutes on 350. After 30 minutes, set the timer for 30 minutes, Sterling. We're gonna reduce the heat because it cooks in steps. So let me finish getting these potatoes out of the skins. Without tearing up my skins.
Detailed work. You have potato masher, so that's nice.
So, the package that I didn't know what the package was. It is my rug. If you guys have been watching on my Facebook page, Eric built me a new deck. And so I've been in the process of getting that together and decorating and all that. And so I ordered a rug. Wasn't supposed to come till tomorrow. For the deck. And he set up my new patio set yesterday. And Maddie's had got her own little patio set too. All right, I'm almost done, Sterling. Can you get me milk? So when I post this recipe, you guys are going to see that it calls for buttermilk. I forgot. So we're going to use regular milk. It's potatoes. It doesn't make a difference. So while I'm finishing this up, let me tell you guys, go on and like the Nini's Kitchen Facebook page, because in about a week or so, we're going to transition the live show over to that page, and I don't want you guys to be lost. So go and like that page, turn on your notifications, whatever it is that you need to do, so that you know when I go live on that page. Because we're just trying to streamline everything to make sure that it's all connected. Alright, so I'm going to leave these. And, what?
There's not enough room?
No, on that, there's not. So I have my potato in this bowl. Just going to set the potatoes over here, and we're going to get to mixing. I have my seasonings already out. Which one? This one with the paprika. All right, so broccoli cheddar. Yeah, Miss Robbie, the buttermilk or the milk, either one will work fine. But the recipe calls for buttermilk. Buttermilk is just a little bit thicker. It's okay. So what we have in this recipe is we're going to use olive oil. Just going to let Sterling sprinkle a little bit of olive oil inside our potatoes in a minute in the middle. We're using flour mixture. We have salted butter that I let sit out so it's softened. We're going to use non-fat Greek yogurt, milk, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, dried onion flakes, and we have some paprika. It also calls for broccoli, and we're doing cheese. The ones that I left over there aren't going to have broccoli in it, so we got our little potato masher. So the first thing I'm going to do is just start mashing this up some before I put ingredients in.
Can I help?
I don't need you to help with this. Where's the olive oil? I need you to sprinkle. Make sure some olive oil gets on the inside of all of that. So we're mashing. It says you can mash or use a mixer. Again, I'm doing this by hand today. I'm using my muscles today.
There we go. It's all. Yeah.
All right, that was a little too much, but it's okay. What are you doing? Leave it alone.
I don't have a little too much. No one has a little too less.
Sterling, it's okay.
What else do you need me to do? Can I sprinkle cheese or something?
Did you get me the milk like I asked? Can you measure me out
How much milk? A couple more?
quarter cup of milk?
A what?
1/4 cup of milk. So we've got, I just put our yogurt in there, and I'm not going to measure the broccoli.
We don't have that, so I'm going to do half of the half.
Yes, we do. This one of the big ones. Chopped broccoli. I just did 3 spoonfuls of the broccoli. So we're going to mash all that together. Some more. Because the idea is that you get this smooth because you're going to refill those potato skins. That's all twice baked potatoes is. Like, you bake it, you redo it, then you come back and you bake it again. So we got the yogurt in there. How much butter? So So butter, it's already softened. I left it in the little pack.
No, not you only have it one half. That's all you have. Those are smaller.
1/4 cup. Sterling, please. Sterling's over here not reading, telling me about measurements that I don't have. So doing this. Can you close that door because it's getting a little bit hot? Go ahead. Don't fill it to the tippy top like that, and you won't have to walk slow with it. Here.
More?
Nope, that's it. Alright, so we're going to stir a little bit. Get this blended, and then we'll mash some more. And we still have our seasonings that we've got to put in, but I wanted to get this blended first. Alright, we're going to put our seasonings in. Mixed up together really good. I don't think it needs to be mashed anymore. I like my potato with a little bit of chunks in there, especially because it has broccoli anyway. So we've got that. All right. Put all this over here. And, oh, I almost forgot, you guys. We need some cheese. So we're going to put a little bit of cheese in our mixture, but you put cheese on the top after you put your mixture in too. You guys almost let me forget to put the cheese in there. All right, so we're going to set this over here. A little potato that got away. And then I can bring this pan over here so that we can refill our skins. Probably should use a small spoon, but
Come quick. The grill caught on fire.
Sire, can you go out there?
I went out there and it was on fire.
Just get it off.
That's what I got most of it off.
So we're gonna refill our skins. Refill them on both sides because you leave it open. We have plenty enough
The
to
entire grill was on fire.
refill them generously. As you know, once you mash potato, it's going to turn out to be way more.
I need salt again.
No, just leave it. It'll stop.
What?
It will be all right.
No, I was talking.
All right. Sterling just brought our lamb chops inside. I'll let you see those guys in a minute because we've got to make a butter and herb spread for them. But we're going to get these potatoes all done first.
Close the grill so nothing else gets hurt.
That one is popping out a little bit. It's okay. I think I may have some mixture left over. I will certainly come up with a recipe for it too.
Nothing else needs to go in the grill, right?
Nope, that's it for the grill. Make sure you turn the gas off, please. That one popped loose a minute, but it's all right. My family tends to eat the potato skins anyway, so try not to do that. Uh-oh. Keep filling these.
Yeah, the propane's off. All the eyes are off. Grill's closed.
Okay.
Still on fire.
We'll clean it tomorrow.
There's still a little fire going on. I don't know how it keeps catching.
It's okay, Starling. Let it go. Alright, so we're almost done. Maybe a little.
Maybe a bad sign. There's black things flying in the window.
That's a little itty bitty one.
Those look good.
So what?
Those look good. I'm hungry.
You say that like you didn't expect them to look good.
I've never seen them before, so I know how to expect them to look.
So we have more. So we're just gonna let these overflow. Like I said, I have plenty enough for them to be filled generously. You guys can see what I'm doing, right? Can you see the pan? All right, so let me make sure you can see this because I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But those are refilled. And then we're just gonna sprinkle cheese over the top because we pop them back in the oven for just a few. I thought I was gonna have everything ready on camera today, but I guess not. Good. Those are our twice baked bacon, broccoli, no bacon, Lord, no bacon. Broccoli and cheddar potatoes. I've got to add more because I have to do some more without broccoli in it, but that's how they look. So after you do all this, you pop them back in the oven just for a few minutes. Just to you put it back in there for about, it says 20 to 25 minutes, but you don't want your cheese to cook too much, and the potato is technically done. So I would say only about 20 minutes, just making sure that that cheese is melted. But that's all for that. Put that in there. We're just going to set this aside because we've got to wait until the cheesecake comes out of the oven anyway. Now for we have our lamb chops that are off the grill. They are done. They're a little more crisp on there than I anticipated, but that's okay. They are still very, very tender. And that's the whole key when you're cooking lamb chops. You have to cook them so that they don't get rubbery on you. But there is a sauce for the lamb chops, and so I'm just going to show you guys how you make that sauce. You basically spread it on when you're serving it. This doesn't go back in the oven or anything now that it's done. I need, give me a clear bowl, small one.
No difference.
It's not a lot. So we're just going to set these aside, and I'm going to show you guys how to do get one off the table. Yeah, that bowl. So I'm just going to show you guys how to do the spread for your lamb chops, because that's pretty much it for that. So again, the spread, it calls for Dijon style mustard. I'm really not big on mustard, so we're not doing that part. It's a preference thing. If you like the taste, then fine. If you don't, then you don't do that. But we have butter, we have garlic, we have basil, we have garlic powder, and that's what makes your spread. I'll worry about it right now. Where is the whip? Oh, never mind.
I gave it back to you.
Yeah, I got it. All right. So butter here. It's very softened. So I gotta get it out of this little pack. Just gonna squeeze it out. Sterling, where did my trash can go? So this whole time, Maddie's been swimming, you guys, and now she's coming inside. But she's got on her bathing suit, which she has on most days anyway. So we're gonna pour our seasonings. Sterling, come get me a small spoon. A small spoon. So my mother just FaceTimed me. That tells me she's not watching the show. So we'll have to have that conversation later. All right. So this is very simple. Not a big deal at all. Your spread for your lamb chops. It is...
It looks kind of like a chowder.
I need olive oil also. So it's basically fresh basil, chopped basil, garlic, minced, butter. Like I said, I'm not using the mustard, and a little bit of olive oil. It calls for a tablespoon of olive oil. So pour. I'm just gonna eye it. Looks like I need to refill my olive oil.
Oh, aye.
Okay.
That's why I was tipping it lightly.
Well, you were tipping it too slow. And I got some seasonings left in here that I don't want to miss. Give me a white dishcloth, please. So this spread, all you do, it just goes on the top of your lamb chop. And one way you can do this ahead of time, you can make it ahead of time. You can put it in sort of like a loaf, so that because it's actually something that you can just cut and just set on the top of your lamb chop when you're serving it. But since I'm just making it now and it's liquefied, I'm just gonna spoon it on. That's all it is. Basil butter spread. That goes on the top of your lamb chop. So our dinner today is going to be our lamb chops with our basil butter spread on it. I'm going to roast some asparagus here in a minute. And we also have our twice baked potatoes that's back here. Turn that so you guys can see everything. Our potatoes is back here. And then for dessert, we have our brownie cheesecake. But that's our dinner for today. You guys have any, let me see. Because I haven't looked at the comments today, so let me see what's going on. Yes, Miss Robbie, that was cheddar cheese that I was using. Let's see what else we've got. Thank you for everybody that's been watching and checking in. I know some people couldn't stay, but I do appreciate you coming in. Dun, dun, dun. Keandra, you know the same thing goes in this house that goes in yours, because I know your dad made sure y'all were cooking in that house. All right, so that is that, you guys, for our dinner today. You know, our ongoing theme, our goal is to bring back Sunday dinner, to get families back to the table and communicating and, you know, building those relationships and, you know, just getting the family back together. A whole lot can go on at a dinner table. A lot of problems have been solved over food. Food is just, you can use it for a lot of things. For me, cooking for people is kind of how I show my love. You know, everybody has their own love language. Mine is cooking, baking, whatever it is. I also do it when I'm stressed, so you just never know what you're going to get. But that's what we have today. Like I said, we have our basil butter grilled lamb chops. We have our brownie cheesecake. We're going to have asparagus. And we also have some twice baked broccoli cheddar potatoes. That's our dinner. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back with you next week. Like I said, make sure that you go and like the Nini's Kitchen Facebook page, because eventually, like I said, next week or so, we're going to start running the show through that page to make sure that everyone, it's all on one page. All of our Instagram people and everybody can find it in one spot and there's no confusion. Other than that, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. If you cook anything or make any of the recipes or such, make sure that you try to, if you post a picture, tag us so that I can see what you're cooking. Like, I have a lot of people that, you know, and they send me pictures in my inbox and stuff like that, and I absolutely love it. I love to see what you guys are cooking, even if it's not something that I made and you just want to show it to me. If you post a picture, tag the Facebook page, Nini's Kitchen Facebook page, so that I can see what you guys are doing out there. Here goes Maddie and her daddy coming in for our final goodbyes. They wanted to make an appearance today. Like I said, Maddie was outside swimming.
Tell everybody hi.
Say hi, Maddie.
Say hi. Say thanks for joining.
There goes the wave. Y'all got a wave today, so it's a good day.
Say thank you for joining us.
At least she's got on her bathing suit. She keeps her bathing suit on unless it's raining outside, because if we're outside, she is trying to swim. So Sterling's going to come back over and say goodbye, and we will sign off and let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys. Everybody have a good day. Thank you.